Good morning, and it's the weekend. Can you believe it? Ah, and time for work, isn't it? Or at least it is for me. A couple of days ago, I learned that I am filling the pulpit for a friend about 75 miles away. So, you know what's on my plate yesterday as well as today. I'm working on preparing a sermon. Uh, I'm developing the thought of living in the fear of God versus the opinions of people. It's very easy to live in the culture and the opinions of people around us, which really boils down to idolatry because we put people above our perspective of God. Well, I'm not going to preach my sermon to you. This is a great week. It's a challenging week. I like the course objective, the week's objectives. Evaluate Bockham's understanding of Hebrews Christology, which relates to course objective number 3, and then analyze Backham's, we got two spellings there, view of how early Christians come to regard Jesus as God and how this conviction grows out of the Second Temple Judaism, and those are course objectives 1 and 3. That's a really interesting theme for me to pursue on that. And then to understand the Jewish context of monotheism and the worship of Jesus. And again, that's number 3 of the course objectives. The discussion board is a very complex, worded issue. And so I'm going to leave that to you to read. But as we think about the assignment to prepare a 1-page, or maybe it might be 2 pages, for you, analysis of his understanding of the way the early Christians came to understand Jesus as God and address the way this relates to their Jewish context of belief in monotheism. So that's a big challenge. And at the end, the option is to add questions you might have still existing in your mind as you have considered this. Remember, it does say paper, so that means Turabian, a title page, cover page, page numbers, footnotes, and a bibliography. So keep those things in mind as you prepare this document. Stipulating thought for this week to get our minds wrapped around that. God bless you as you worship with God's people. Have a fantastic weekend. Hey, I found the button to my cursor.